Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lotus Fire Showroom. It is I, Pyrus Manaverse. Hang on, we're trying to figure out our... Here we go, camera. We got everything. Hey, hello. How is it everyone doing? I see that I have been stabbed in the back by my friend John. That's not true. I'm laughing. It's funny. It's a joke. He's testing out our new drinking game channel points thing. I cannot imagine someone walking into the room right now and going like, "Why do you have alcohol?" And I'll be like, "I want to die. I decided to do something suicidal by putting something into my channel points." So here we are. Hey Void, how you doing? So the rules for the drinking game, and this is gonna be fancy. Let's see if I can actually put that on screen. Let's see here. Save image, and then we're just gonna put it right there, and it's got a nasty. And then I'm going to see if I can just, would it be a media source? I'm going to put it on screen so we can see what it is. Add an image source. It will be a new source. Drink. There we go. And then we're going to browse our downloads. Here we are. Just doing some work while watching Modeling Better. So let's shrink that down a little bit here. So here are the non-spoiler rules I found via the interwebs. They're really small, aren't they? Let's see if I can actually we're gonna have to modify things as of yesterday's. What the heck did I just do? Oh. Hang on, before we get started, I'm gonna undeafen so we can hear John laugh at me. Hello, John.
Hello.
Yeah.
I can just reject the thing if you want to wait a bit.
Nah, don't worry about it. We're gonna do this, and if I start dying, well, there's a hydrate option as well, so people who feel bad for me can feel less bad for me.
I will mark it as complete then, because...
So I'm just gonna shrink myself down a little bit here.
Are you gonna add that to every stream when you're able to?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to not die. There we go. We got Olivia, the tension your liver feels in the form of Void being nice. Oh, geez, the chat's kind of small, so let's actually kind of try and... Yeah, I'm trying to... There we go. And then I want this to be visible so that we know what the rules are gonna be. I don't know if you guys can read it. Let me see on my phone if I can. Where's my phone? I had that once, right?
Assumedly?
Okay, yes, we can read. That's not so bad. It's just, it's a little overlapping on my camera. This doesn't feel very clean, but, okay, let's see if I can organize just a smidge better. I realize how attractive I look right now. Okay, where's my chat box? I'm gonna move the chat box. Don't open it, Streamlabs, come on, man. Move my chat box down here. What the heck? Hold up. And then see if I can... Oh my god, I'm ruining everything. I'm in actually pain. Okay, hold on. Do that like this. Where's my chat box now? Streams are complicated, man. If I have chats in my face, is that a problem? We could put the chat up here. So the chat's going to be at the top left. Let's see if it works. And if I didn't miss it. Testing. Good. So we got the chat on screen. Surely, no, that'll overlap with the party stuff.
Okay.
That'll overlap with mine. We're going to shrink the chat down. We don't have a choice. It's fine. That'll be good. Cool. Now we got a lot of black space, and I got to go get myself some actual water. So I'll be right back. Okay, now we can actually get the stream started. Where's my controller? Where are we going? Where are we dropping, boys? Right, I have to make my way all the way over to, All the way over there. Okay, cool. So because we moved away last time, I'm stuck taking the long walk of shame back. Let's see if I can get closer here. Oh, I have to actually take the drink. Thank you, Void. There we go. Just a little bit of water. Sip. How's everyone doing today? Am I deafened?
Not to me.
Good, good, good. No, like 2 seconds is enough to get a viewer answer, but I was like, why? I can't hear anything. It's suspicious. I get nervous when things like that happen.
Oh.
Bugles from last night. Just in case drinking was enough salt. So the rules are, let me keep them open. If I see an anime character name, if my character nods, so I'm also going to be depending on people to remind me because they're not necessarily going to be in my head, and some of these I don't realize they're memes. So the things that I'm not, or I have to keep an eye on, mostly are 3 people squatting and the cheer emotes. I think those are going to be the most common. It's just drinks. I don't have to like finish a drink. It's very simple, very safe to begin with.
The Hrothgar one, you'll most likely see more in cities.
Yeah, it's Rogadin, but you think that it would, like, I don't know when this picture was published, so.
There's a Hrothgar one.
The Hrothgar one? Not the one is there?
You see more than 5 naked Hrothgar in one area.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have the complete image on Google.
I'm looking at one that's on your,
yeah. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's because it wasn't a number. It's written out in letters, not numbers. Confusion. Excellent. I can't wait to die. In-game, of course, in-game. Sorry, these bugles are salty. Yeah, Liam mentioned something like a drinking game yesterday, like for the 50th time during Kingdom Hearts. And I thought, like, hey, that'd be funny to put on stream. He said something along the lines of, like, take a shot every time someone says memory, forgot, in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
No. Absolutely not.
Especially considering some of the plot devices from previous Kingdom Hearts games were changed to be memory stuff, so instead of, like, Cloud just wanting whatever he wants in the first Kingdom Hearts, it's his memory now. Or the Queen of Hearts, same thing.
Well, because the memory theme is supposed to be throughout the entire game.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh man, we're gonna die because they did that. Exactly. Ooh. Okay, we made it here a lot faster than I thought we would be. So last time, we got attacked by a bunch of totally not Sin Eaters. And we did not Holminster switch. And, Xenos is nowhere to be seen, so that's actually a blessing. Oh man. I can't wait to play this game again.
I have one that might kill you, but is more Endwalker specific without being overly spoilery.
Overly spoilery? It might kill you. Oof.
Yeah.
Oof. I'm intrigued.
Do you want to know what it is?
Sure.
It's take a shot every time you see someone wearing robes.
Jeez Louise. That's murder.
Yeah.
What if your character has robes?
It was from Josh. Or
yeah.
Void.
Yeah, he's telling me. Oh, these people are gonna die.
I'll leave it up to you whether you actually do that one or not, though.
Every time an Aston shows up on screen, I mean, we haven't seen those in a while. What happens if your character's a robe in a robe every time the scene switches? Every time you see freaking Alphino? Actually, he's not wearing robes. The Charlenians are, though.
Yeah.
I saw one that said every time the Charlenians are being pricks. Oh, that's a dead person.
So every time Fortuno talks,
Same. Yeah, one of the things I didn't want to do was like boot up one of them that like is spoilers specifically because of the fact that like I want to not be spoiled.
yeah. I think some of the like specific drinking games are more for like if you're going on a alt character.
Yeah, which is sad, but
Also makes sense.
well, see, I don't understand that kind of drinking game because like if you know what's gonna happen, what's the point of like? Then you know when you're gonna drink.
A lot of the time, stuff you put in drinking games is not stuff you think about unless you're actively looking for it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, so it's a double game. You can get drunk and play that. Oh, hey, look at that! They did this many times. I feel that. Hey, a living person. How long are you gonna be not a monster?
I'm gonna have to go on to
Save the villagers. Most of them are dead. I didn't save nobody. Anyway, the drink of the day is like a year-old tequila rose.
Could be worse. Finished my beer from last night. I'm gonna go grab that.
That's right, we're day drinking, baby.
Yeah, I guess this counts as day drinking. I also have like 12.5 cans under my bed of various beers and ciders under my bed, so no, it's more like a dozen.
Yes, Matsu, I'm here. Oh, he
Loblaws
survived.
is Loblaws is lovely.
Huh.
Actually, the Loblaws has a really good selection of beer and cider.
Nice. I don't know if they... Waba's is like only over the river. We have another one that has the same logo here.
Independent?
No, it's called Pravigo. I believe.
Oh, that just might be like the Quebec brand.
Yeah.
Because Quebec has to do everything
And
different.
like, there were Loblaws at some point. I don't know if they got changed or whatnot.
Because Quebec has to do everything different.
Yep.
They can't be viewed as having anything in common with English-speaking plebeians.
So annoyed by that. They're dead, aren't they? Oh no. Oh no, the baby! Matsuya, can you fight? I feel like if you punched someone, you'd win.
Matsuya's a fisherman?
Yep. Well, like, fishermen, I know those fists are the size of my face. Oh, wait, before I leave here, there's no way. Where's the etherite? There we go.
Do that.
Hey. Thank you. I was gonna say I'm doing it with one hand, but y'all can see. I want these bugles.
Who that?
IGGY?
Do that.
There are 2 location things over there. I'm scared of that. The Shroud of the Samga. Is a crocodile.
Kumbira. Okay. Kumbira skin is the dungeon map for level 90.
Oh. Asvata. You could just call them Marlboros. Red Marlboro. Level 90 Malboro.
They're more like purbles. So
They're more like what?
purbles
Oh, the ones with the flowers.
with the little bulbs on top.
Pearl Boro then. Perbolo.
Pulboro.
My friends made it this far. Okay. Oh no, someone just died. Oh no, Karasav just transformed. Oh, we got a bunny.
Ugh.
Why is it such a thing that Hrothgars are naked?
Short answer or long answer?
We got time.
They equate to essentially the same furries.
So if you walk into like 5 naked Hrothgar, what is it, an orgy? I'm scared.
Well, you know that pizza commercial from from Eastern Europe with the 5 guys standing behind the couch?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a pizza commercial, by the way.
I thought it was a casting couch thing.
Or at least someone made a pizza commercial based on that image.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. Yeah, I sure hope Karasav doesn't get hit by these AoEs, huh?
Like I said, it's either it was originally a pizza commercial or someone saw that image and then used it to promote their pizza.
I didn't know it was pizza not like this. Oh god.
So, like, if it was originally a pizza commercial, everyone knows what they're referencing.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't really do anything wrong, Mastia. No one died. You have healing magic? Put a fish on his wound. Her wound?
Healing magic?
It's
No,
a-
but I do. It's too bad no one has healing magic. but I'm a white mage. It's too bad. We could have saved them from this fate.
No, one-time Alfino's not here.
I'm talking
No!
about me.
Put him down!
Oh, I am so salty about the scenes with Sultana and Harshaphant because I was a healer in both of those scenes.
Yup.
Literally, the first time I watched the scene with the Sultana getting quote-unquote poisoned, I'm like, Asuna. I have Asuna.
Do it, please.
I can cast Asuna.
Please just do it sooner. Oh, my character didn't nod there. That's wild. This guy's stylish. He's got high heels.
So do I.
Oh, a nod. Uh-oh.
Time to drink.
Now, this is Ada's favorite alcohol. Ah, that's more than a shot. That's not bad. In like both senses of the word. It's old alcohol, but... Let's see if I can set up my... I know John would love that video, Copium. What? Oh, this is good. Copium. Are you good, Void? I thought copium is what you told people that sucked. I promise the next drinks are gonna be real drinks. I don't know what a freaking shot looks like. I'm afraid of like over drinking right off the bat. I'm warm and fuzzy all of a sudden in my chest. It shouldn't be that
Okay.
strong.
A standard shot glass is 2 ounces. typically for drinking games, you're doing either a shot or a half shot, so 1 or 2 ounces of alcohol each time.
I feel like 2 ounces really isn't that much.
It's not. You drinking games aren't supposed to be like you get fucked up within 3. No, it's you're building it. You're building quickly.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never played a drinking game, so. Not in this sense of it. Like, I've played games where you sit around the table and you're like, never have I ever, right? That's a drinking game.
Yep.
Copium is a combination of cope, creating a psychological defense of a lighter belief to deal with the harsh truth, and opium. Copium in Twitch chat refers to the use of this fictional drug to cope with loss or failure on stream. So what? Who's copying what? And coping with what?
Or like it's coping with the fact that they could have healed, but the game didn't allow them to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm all caught up now. Hey, we're learning Twitch lingo today. That's wild. See, I knew that copium was about like haha cope, but I didn't realize. No, see, I wasn't learning. It's that I didn't realize you were talking to John like about that's what I was confused about.
At least that's what I think.
It would add up, unless it's my failure at drinking. Going to beat Endwalker today.
He's also talking about Rich.
About what?
Maybe you. You're not going to beat Endwalker today. He's talking about Rich Campbell.
Oh?
He's trying to do a long stream to finish off the MSQ today.
And the chat spammed copium. Rip, guy.
Could. Like, he's post second trial.
I haven't beat the second trial yet. He could.
I would think not. You just beat the first one.
Oh yeah, that's Zodiac. I'm looking at my level. I'm level 86, but the quests are level 84 right now, I think. Hi, Mom, you on camera?
No. he was excited to get to playing.
Bah, elle voit pas en ce moment, là, mais fais attention. Pourquoi? Parce que c'est plus facile de me voir. My mom just ran out of her bedroom and started dancing in front of the fridge, and I was like, hey, you're on camera.
Is it bad whenever I hear someone speak French, my brain immediately goes to that Tumblr post?
Oh, baguette.
No. I'll speak French between your legs.
Oh,
Bonjour, mademoiselle vagina. Hon, titi croissant.
Stalling will always strike. Right, so I think that Matsuya's friends are dead because one of them would have turned into the creature that killed Karaseth. And the sky's about Thavnir. Oh yeah, that's right, they're flying. Oh, I have accidentally cheated the game.
Ow.
We can't see anyone's names. Unless Estinian's an anime character.
Understood. I will inform Victor.
Alright, what's going on? Link Pearl, dude. Talk to me, baby.
Panic sweep Raz at Han, and many more have succumbed to the transformation.
That's classic.
Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a
Oh right,
grief-stricken
the satrap.
father. My friends fight alongside your radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions
What happens if a dragon gets really emotional?
I'm 100% sure, and my explanation as to why I don't think they would transform would be mildly spoilery.
Fair. Oh, though it would make sense if they didn't, because they don't come from the star. I mean, if the creation magic is what caused the transformations for whatever reason, I wouldn't affect them.
Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
No, Vritra. Quite the opposite, my friend. Bro, you could drive. I fought Needhog. Shut up. Oh yeah, because we're shattered. Sundered. But that would mean that the dragons wouldn't, because they're not sundered.
Perhaps so.
Thank God, because if the dragons were sundered and just got stronger every time there was a rejoining, yike.
Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result.
They are dense with ether.
It's our fear of your
Can't just go calling people dense, Void.
deny endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland, and in
Yep.
turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine.
But now you're better than that, right, Estinian?
And yet,
You've had some character development.
the chasm between us too vast and too deep. Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue.
Yeah.
He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes. And the Dragonsong War would still rage on.
I would assume that all dragons do count as unsundered, because didn't they come onto Aetheris after the split?
Yes. Because they were welcomed by Hydaelyn.
And I would still wage a
So there you
never-ending
go.
war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned.
Dragons are unsundered. They were not on Aetheris
For our
when the sundering happened.
Yeah.
Yet I know that he served you. He served your people, long and true. In this time
Which explains why they're so fearsome. They don't have the disadvantage of being split.
it will not be easy, but the future of Radzat Han hangs in the balance.
Go, Vritra. Oh god, they fly.
We have company.
So they're saying that the Hanish didn't see Vritra yet. I thought we saw them see him earlier.
The hour has come, Vritra. It's
What do you mean?
Wasn't Vritra revealed? Not necessarily as the leader, but wasn't Vritra revealed?
Well, no.
in-
Vritra's been known as the dragon ally of the satrap
Okay,
since Radzat Han was founded.
gotcha.
So all of the Hanish know of Vritra.
But not that he's in charge.
No, they think he's the ally of the satrap, not the satrap himself. He doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think Vritra's a he. Matsya. Chill, bro. Oh, was that one of those? No. Where were you 5 minutes ago?
My gender is Deep Space Gundam, and I identify with the pronouns blaster and sword.
Thanks, I hate it.
I'm an attack helicopter.
They're probably dead. I'm surprised they haven't transformed yet. Being chased by monsters tends to do that.
They
Elder,
must not have
you.
enough emotional damage.
They didn't actually love their husband. Karis. What? It's the only explanation that makes sense. Unless they have, like, laudanum. Please, I have chip dust on one hand.
Joe Cat's online.
Oh no. What's he streaming?
Final Fantasy 14.
What a surprise.
MSQ level 88.
Ah, he's ahead of me. I would assume that everyone is ahead of me, actually.
People who start playing today aren't ahead of you.
Who started playing today? Oh, wait. I thought that would be Monday.
I mean, in theory, lots of people may have started playing today because they reopened new accounts, right?
Joe Cat didn't do Endwalker because he did New Game Plus. That's right, I do remember that. He did it to build up to Endwalker, but it took him longer than he wanted, I believe.
Yeet. Well, you have to expect a game to take a bit longer when you're streaming than it normally would.
Are you on a schedule?
You're scheduling, which means you're only playing when you're streaming, / you're most likely going to end up with gaps of where you aren't actively playing because you're talking.
Yep. Display settings, and then let's see if I can find... No. It's not there. I'm in the wrong section then. Since we're like that. Character config maybe? UI settings,
Lem. No, it's something else.
Party list? No.
What you looking for?
I'm trying to see who I can display so that we don't miss out on one of the fun.
I think it's the next red box down.
That.
Others.
There we go. How come my theme hasn't changed? Oh, okay, it won't take effect until I log out. Fine, I don't get to be cursed this stream. That's acceptable, I suppose. Bugles are salty.
Fourth time you've said that in the past half hour.
I apologize. They're just salty enough for me to actually, like, need to drink water. Oh, look, it's Ethan's favorite.
Eat the Kumbera.
Ethan's favorite Reaper ability. Death design. Screm. She doesn't have a baby, so I'm not convinced that this is the person we're looking for. I think that I want Lemure's side. Never stop. Keep slashing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's right. Pursue this. Thought I was done for. She's a friend of mine.
Time to do. Wait.
She doesn't care about Karsaf. She just... What the heck just happened? Game broke. Can't wait to be level 130 where like you'll need all 8 of these hotbars.
Can't do that because some of them are cross class use.
Don't worry about it. What's Perusa? Oh,
To do
the next
expert
town over.
roulette.
Expert roulette's now level 90 stuff, right?
Yep. Expert roulette will always be the most recent 2 or however so many dungeons.
I can't do expert roulette.
Nope.
Even if I was level 90, I wouldn't be allowed.
Why?
Because Joe Cat says that you need to have AoEs. Oh no. You need to use AoEs, and I'm allergic to that, so. No, I think you mentioned that because it's just end game stuff, so you're expected to know the mechanics. The name of that attack is Gluttony? That's pretty rad. Unveiled Gibbet. Well, the first
no,
one
I don't.
Sorry.
Gluttony, I don't think you should be opening the Gate of Truth that much. Even if it is a fake.
No, that's the stomach, right? Yeah. I was like, why are we talking about Naruto when Gluttony's a Full Metal Alchemist character?
Gate of Truth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is also a gate in Naruto.
The 8 gates.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me a second. To Narutopedia.
I need you to chill out, man. I assume since you haven't transformed yet, I'm not gonna die. Keep slicing.
No, the Gate of Truth is not one of the 8 gates.
What? Which ones are the 8 gates?
Original or English TV?
Both? Run them. I didn't know they were separate.
Well, some of the gates have English names, where some that uses the same name.
All right.
First is the Gate of Opening.
Yeah, naturally.
Second is the Gate of Healing, or in English, the Gate of Rest.
Okay.
Gate of Life.
Yeah.
Fourth is the Gate of Pain.
Okay.
Fifth is the Gate of Limit, or the Gate of Closing.
The gate of closing in English, yeah.
Sixth is the Gate of View, or the Gate of Joy.
Yeah.
Seventh is the Gate of Wonder, or Gate of Shock.
And then the 8th is the gate of death.
Yes.
I remember that. I remember that two people used it and didn't die, actually. What level?
Talking about guy, he did die.
No, you're right. I'm talking about the non-canon dude from one of the movies. This old dude that turned into this muscly dude. Because the Zero Tails exists in the movies. Have you seen the movies?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah,
No.
yeah. Same.
I've read a lot of lore revolving around Naruto. Because that's what I do in my spare time, is I look up lore of stuff I like.
They're like non-canon. I've done that too. They're like non-canon from what I understand, but like some of them are pretty okay.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass. Has anyone seen Mevin?
Mevin's dead. Mevin killed Karusaf. That guy's wearing like a rooster's thing on his head.
It's a Thavnarian thing.
It's like a rooster tail.
We've dealt with all the
Cock-a-doodle-doo,
rest of
bitch.
and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can. What will become of us?
Don't panic.
It's on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
She's great.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
When I can. Nowhere's safe. Ronnie,
Quick,
you
slap him so she doesn't get upset. If you knock him out, they can't get upset.
I live in a fight. It's too late
Quickly.
for my family.
There's no darkness, though. Okay. Good.
Oh, poop. I died.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more
Oops.
likely we are to lose them too.
I was the tank.
My friends, this is a place of worship.
Yes, Matsuya.
Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your minds to the heavens and remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Sure, Matsuya. What does a Dalmatian top look like?
That is a good question. I would look it up, but I am in the middle of a
Know
dungeon.
this,
Mhm.
my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested.
Are you good, fam?
Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits a journey you will tremble with terror.
Okay, they're,
You will weep tears.
is that their sacred text?
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every day reforged the scales for your armor.
Yes.
Agony to temper your blade.
Yes. I like this mantra? I don't know what to call that.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna pretend they didn't just quote the Bible at themselves to calm themselves down, but
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are.
he's an elf and he has great memory. Don't worry about it.
My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevon? No? We must return home.
The boy, Mevon's a
Pray you help the boy.
woman, isn't he? True?
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous.
I don't understand.
Stay together and go in safety.
I'm out of
Very
bugles.
impressive, what you did back there.
Oh no.
Words.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm
Nice.
easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand. So I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
Wow. Religion helps you fish.
Lovely and inspiring to hear. Though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when we can.
Fair.
I won't argue with that.
I thought you said I won't agree. I was like, what?
In
Cryo-chan.
darkness, seek joy.
Why is it so much
Surrender
louder
not
than the
to
rest of the dialogue?
sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
Interesting.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn.
Almost the same words.
Did you see?
Oh
The
no.
beast was chasing someone.
What?
I accidentally Super Bowl lighted!
Me all the time. I think I was in Shusui at some point, and someone was like, "Nice, you're so funny." I was like, "I'm so sorry." It's trigger confusion. Let's go. Doesn't matter if it's Mavon, we gotta save him, yo. You guys went that way, but the objective is not there. So Alphino and Alice don't know how to follow directions. Cool.
Wow.
Alice's got the sword, so she's Zoro.
I mean, you as a red mage, you do kind of do that.
Get lost?
The Z. Oh wait, so
What?
oh, my head.
Should I have said Rowan?
My head
or-
wasn't in anime at that particular moment there.
Oh, you thought that? Oh, yeah, yeah, the Z, yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right, you're right. Big statue.
Does Alligator get lost a lot?
I don't think so. I just think it's funny that. I just think it's funny that she didn't know where to go. Like, she's like, let's go, and then she went the wrong way.
Don't, please.
Nice, I think she killed it. Never mind. What? I'm a healer, but click, click. You guys went in the completely wrong way. What, do you have a shortcut somewhere? Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. Where's the bottom half of that thing's jaw? Oh, no, not again. Why would you just yeet her?
God have mercy!
You know how to swim, Matsuya? I do. Oh wait, I can drink water and breathe at the same time. Hydrate my lungs and hydrate my. I just read Void's yeet. Can you not swim? Where's the baby? Oh no. No. After all that, we had to watch her die? Why is the baby sinking? The baby's an object.
Because bodies sink.
Babies float though, unless she's dead. Oh, I guess if Mavon friggin' hit the freaking water so hard, all her body broke, then yeah. But we actually had to watch a kid die on stream. I hate this. And Walker, why? We didn't even have to do this in Shadowbringers, I don't think. Also, I have all sorts of feelings about going through 3 quests to find them, only to find them get murdered.
I said it before, I'll say it again. The tone of Endwalker is emotional damage. Did you think I was kidding?
No, I just
You
don't
weren't
have to
quite
like
expecting
it.
that?
I I don't have to like it.
You weren't quite expecting that.
Honestly,
you know-
I thought they were gonna go worse and like have Mavon be the one who killed the baby.
Ooh, okay, that's dark. But I'm like, I don't think there's anything you can't expect after what happened in Garlemald.
She's so cold.
Yeah.
Athena.
The child is alert, and I see no wounds, and yet
Because none of us expected them to do that.
my spells can do no more. What she needs is a change of clothes and a warm bed. We must hurry
Alice
up.
has fire magic. What are you waiting for? Just whoosh. Heat the baby up.
Not now.
Matsia.
I feel like those goblins, they're not goblins, but the weird guys with the sticks, I feel like they're goblins, but I don't know which game I saw them in that particular model from.
It appears we've made enough noise to be heard for miles around. More will be upon us ere long. We make our stand here. Mattia, can you take her back to
Goblin Slayer?
the child?
No, it's like I have them. Oh no, I'm thinking of the goblins from Tales of Graces. Never mind.
The beasts will follow you home. Unless
Tales of
we
Grace
stop
is
them
different
here.
from Tales of Grace's F.
So
And
be strong.
No, Tales of Graces F just has the
Her
expanded
life
end.
is in your hands.
okay,
It has the future arc,
Right.
as they call it, the one where you go. Have you played F?
I haven't played any either.
We'll keep
Okay.
you busy, Matsia.
Then I'm not gonna say it because there's some spoilers.
I've played 2 Tales of games, and you know which 2 they are.
Berseria and Zestiria.
Yeah.
Did I nod there? I feel like I nodded, but I didn't nod. Matsuya, do
I
not.
missed it.
I'm begging you.
You know the way.
Good job, Matsuya. The baby? Oh. How do you call him a baby?
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity.
How do you call him a baby from turning into a monster, bro?
Looks
You can't. Not Matsuya, too.
No! I'm not afraid! I'm not afraid! Ah! Do not avert your eyes.
He's gone.
See your life for what it is. See how the hardships make you strong. Every doubt we forge.
I think we've lost him, and we've lost the baby, and we've just lost everybody. Yeah, oh my god.
Every agony.
Right! Estinian!
I'm
Oh!
I am not having a fun time in this dungeon. I've never died this much in this dungeon.
He's just looking face first at a dragon. He's like, oh boy. Please. Now, how are you going to calm down the baby, huh? Is it because it can feel you're scared? Because the Lalafell crying animation.
You must save the child.
Did I just see that
He
dragon
is
blink?
all that remains of Nevan and Grasef. Please.
How are you going to pick it up? What?
Seems the
What?
baby's taken a
Okay,
liking to
sure.
you.
Big funny dragon thing, funny cute, baby like. Same though. That baby must be me. Save the child, save the world. When did this become Heroes?
I spied our friends as we flew in. They appeared to be holding their own against the horde.
Is that so? At least we saved somebody. When I got reminded of it looking through bingeable series, nice. I should probably watch
The
all of
tank dipped. Or the healer dipped.
it. That's nice.
The last of them.
Yeah.
We should hurry and find that scene.
Okay, we have a white mage now.
I don't know why I can say that, but yeah, sure.
What, like divine aid?
No, like
Fine
Vitra.
battle it must have been. Shame I missed it.
Though one could argue that's divine aid.
It was you who came to Matthew's aid.
I was only along for the ride. Vritra was the one who saw the boy was in need. The two are headed back to the village.
Calling Matsuya a boy is always funny to me because he's
Where
massive.
The worm will honor Ahiwan's wishes and finally reveal himself to his people.
Probably, yeah.
Perhaps so. Will you go and join them?
There's something I need to do first. Mervyn gave her life so that her child might live. She
Are you
deserves
gonna
better
adopt the baby,
than
I'll
to be
say?
left
You're a
to
child
live
yourself.
alone. She deserves to be laid to rest beside her husband at least.
Oh, fine.
Will you help me?
Sorry I left her in the water. She's probably gonna be a bit soggy by now.
It's soggy. Oh my gosh.
You can still bury soggy bodies, right?
Oh my gosh. Bad. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Karasov almost became beast, to be honest. I mean, event cancelled. Eat my twiddly.
You're twiddly what?
I can't say the word. Well, actually, I've said dingus. Can I teleport there? Oh god, yes, thank you. It's gonna save so much time. Well, look at that! There's a dude on a dragon over there. That's wild, bruh. Hey, yo, Vritra. Are you good? I don't know, there's something about his model that feels weird. Oh, he's back in his, like, lying down position that he was in the palace, but he's outside. That's what feels weird. Yeah, the girl is surviving. Excellent. They're transformed neighbors. You tell me, man. How many sons and daughters of Thavnir were we gonna lose? Yikes. Uh-huh. I was like, thank you, dragon. That was a rumor, wasn't... Okay. I like his horn. The Isla's my... Okay. Huh. Everyone like, you were the true satrap? Satrap? Nidada took a long trip. It's pretty great. Hey, yo, Abyss.
Hello.
I keep forgetting I have to read my my body language. I'm gonna take a break from schoolwork for no particular reason. Lol. Vashan was created. Well, she figured that out real fast. Mhm. Mhm. Wow. Oh yeah, they know about the fact that Vritra gave the scales, right? He still has a scar there.
Yup. Yeah, he does.
Hasn't healed yet.
Well, I'm assuming that the amount of scales that was needed exceeds what he would normally just molt.
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have cut him off him.
So, that type of injury typically doesn't heal very easily.
Nope. We have healing magic though. Need food since you haven't eaten yet. You've been awake for 7 hours. Jeez, Void, take care of yourself. Don't make me redeem my channel points. I will say, I think it's time you change your weapon. Just upgrade it a little bit. It's been the same for like 3 expansions. Come on. Nidana. Needs to simmer. Are you talking about the food? What in the name of the sisters is happening in Thavnair? Bro, it's the final days.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, there you go.
I'm getting on. In a minute.
Sounds good. We're just chatting.
I'm in the middle of your guys' least favorite dungeon at level 90.
Level 90, least favorite dungeon. Oof.
So, what you think of the final days?
I would like my heart to stop aching, thank you. We left the first. What is this? Why is everything still awful?
Not gonna lie, when I played, I legit thought that they might actually kill the baby.
I was convinced. Sure it was gonna happen. Have some Thai, lady.
I was unnecessarily getting angry.
Me too. You sound very echoey.
I think it's related to the headphones he's using.
Okay, that's good. I'm not gonna be too picky about it. They got bear traps here. This guy got muscle.
Sorry, I'm walking around the house, so yeah, there's some echoes.
I see.
I keep having to turn on and off my mic.
I am the only one still in this boss.
Oh no. Can you kill it?
In theory, yes.
In theory.
In practice, we will see.
Don't forget to put death design on him.
Would that I could.
Am I already? Yeah, okay, cool. Come on, game.
There, I'm finally actually getting on.
I don't see any naked Roth guards, so that's good.
Ah.
Alright, I won't change until we log back in either, huh?
I've never gone through that fight that long, even the first time we did that one.
Which fight?
Level 90 dungeon that we don't like as much. Second boss.
Okay.
I guess I
Fair.
could just say the Peacekeeper, because that's
Some
not actually
people,
fair.
some people kind of just suck.
Oh! We had our first healer leave in the middle of the dungeon, because apparently I couldn't sustain. Yet we cleared the fight that he left after we all died with no problem. After getting a new healer.
What type of healer was it?
It was a sage.
Ah!
I will
Oh,
admit,
no.
I was mildly distracted by the stream, but not so much. I've never died that much in the first half of this dungeon as I have this time.
How many times have you done
Games.
Quite a few.
it? Alright,
The
fair
game's trying to make me log into Malboro. It's like, nah, fam.
enough. We got data centers.
Yeah, I just switched back over to the Crystal Data Center because I've been playing on a character on Aether.
That's the new one?
No, the new one's not out yet.
Oh, right.
Aether is the more raid-centric data center for North America.
Under his wings.
A lot of the raiding players play on Aether.
Yeah.
I'm
So I hear.
kind of happy on Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal's more RP centric.
It's more cash. Like,
Yeah,
not in a bad way, just...
Oh, Matsuya. My heart.
where are you right now? I'm just gonna follow you until you get to where I want you to be.
Palaka?
Palakistan, got it. I'm wearing appropriate attire for this.
Is it Dalmascan?
No.
Good.
Do.
I don't have to
Are
take a
you-
sip.
Oh, can I fly here yet? Oh, thank God, I was smart and got all the freaking quests. Good.
Had you not gotten all of them for here?
I wasn't sure. No, I got everything in this expansion.
Okay.
John, I play multiple characters. Do not judge me. Sometimes I forget which ones have Aether currents and Aether
Oh, well,
crystals.
we're going to area number 5.
Okay, that's fair.
Honestly, on new characters, I have to force myself to remember to get the freaking crystals. Whereabouts in Palakistan are you?
I just left to go up north to the transition area.
Ah,
We're going...
to Rods at Hand?
yeah. Is that not? Oh, I thought it was a new area. No, it's the same place I keep going to. Okay, cool.
Ba, 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 ba.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Oh, what's my currency looking like? Eh.
Okay, Estinian, I will follow you. We will go see Thancred.
Ah, Christ. I hope that you are in instance 1.
Oh, that's the thing. Last time was in 3. How do you do instance again?
Add an aetheryte.
Oh. Womp womp. No, that's how you switch instance, but how do you check your instance?
/instance.
The area you're about to enter has been divided into multiple identical instances. Select a destination. I would like to go to instance 1.
Hooray. Oh, I must have gotten ahead of you.
Yeah, there's a conversation with Estinian that I needed to have.
Oh,
There you are.
that was
Now
not
I
as
can
good of
just
a run.
follow you.
Okay.
You could... John's dying again.
Yep.
See if I got this Ethernet here. Oh, I forgot to do minion of the day this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever. I got that. It's a Kojin.
What?
My minion's a Kojin, whatever the Kojin thing is.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
but yeah.
I finally got the stupid bat from the raid, so that's the minion I'm keeping out for now.
Nosferatu.
Yes, he is beautiful. I love him. He's a little gentleman. Look, he has a tuxedo.
Yes, he does.
Uh,
Okay, I'm going to... Can I get the rod? I didn't get the rods at Hunt. Okay, let's do that first. The big boy.
I don't know if you'll be able to get it yet, but you can try.
I don't know what a Dalmascan shirt looks like, and I'm...
I think you are about to unlock the role quests, actually, very soon.
Oh, I
Yes.
haven't done that yet?
nope, they start at 85.
That is... That's an anime name.
Oh boy.
Arturia Pendragon. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, he's doing a drinking game, by the way.
Oh?
That goes on better this way. Yeah.
What's on the list for taking a shot?
It's on the
It's on
stream.
the stream.
Nice wings.
I don't know if I can have both the stream and Discord open at once on my phone, and I'm honestly afraid to move my computer, because last time I did, my tablet stopped working, and it took me hours to troubleshoot it, and I had to uninstall and reinstall drivers, and it was...
Yep, we're going to
was
just
not a
read
good
it for you
time.
then.
Fair, yeah.
We're just going to read it for you then.
We've got...
If you see more than three people doing squats in one area,
Final Fantasy
if you
VII
see a
nerds.
if you see a Rogadin with an animal head,
I see.
you see a character with the same name as an anime character. I'm going to say, like, variations on that name also count.
Well, that one was Pendragon, but, like, you know what they were going for. It's just someone else had already done Pendragon.
Well, it also said Arthuria instead of Artoria.
Yeah.
If you
it's a
see
god.
more than 5 naked Hrothgar in one area,
Jesus.
you see someone wearing a Dalmascan top,
Don't go to Limsa.
Don't
Yeah.
go to Limsa.
and you see someone using any of the Chiron emojis.
I see.
Oh, and if your character nods.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to participate in like half of those simply because I don't have names turned on.
Yeah, I had them turned off, and then I turned them back on because I remembered. They haven't been so bad. We've been streaming for an hour and some, and I've only had to do 2 of them so far.
2 shots, yeah.
But
There were a
yes,
lot worse ones earlier.
if you get to where I want you to get to today, I already have a special glamour picked out.
Oh boy. I like the clothes here, for the record.
Okay.
Oh, wait, those characters had a Dalmascan top, didn't they?
Look, someone's coming.
I don't know if that counts as NPCs. It's occurred to me that the Dalmascan top is probably what Vaughn wears.
1 second.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me.
You got him
I'm
both
gonna
up.
send it. I'm gonna post it into Discord.
Okay.
I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request.
Oh, that's not it at all. Okay.
Nor avert your eyes.
That is what came up when I typed in Dalmascan top.
Fair enough.
And know that he means you
Excuse me.
no harm.
You're welcome. What? I mean, bless you.
Don't not quite.
Fear.
But okay.
Oh, sorry, I gotta go to Limsa real fast. I just remembered I have a whole bunch of Grand Company seals, and I'm gonna go get some loot
I
boxes.
sure hope
I
there's
got
not a lot of naked people.
2002. I got 2002.
Many thanks.
Oh no. Oh dear. I think I might be disconnecting because I can't teleport.
Richard, do you want your eye back?
No.
F in the chat for Sam.
I just got on.
Are you on free
Garbage.
Oh, this is 2002. This is a server error.
Oh shit.
It's an actual 2002.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Is everyone getting
Square
disconnected?
Enix. Oh, no. I can teleport again.
I have to relog in.
Oh,
completely.
you got disconnected too. Yikes.
Huh. That was close. I almost... What did I come here for? Loot boxes.
Handle time.
Get your
I
eyeball
want to
back.
see... I want to see if I can get a cool mount.
Well, a lot of the kids thought he was really cool, so I don't think we have to worry about them accepting him or not. I want to get rid of that sky very badly. All those things that are falling aren't landing anywhere, apparently.
They're probably just like burning up.
That's right. You were the satrap all along?
Yes.
Vashon! I mean, Master Vitra...
Give me 3 loot boxes. 'Cause that's all I can afford right now.
3 loot boxes. Ah.
Oh god.
I got a hunting hawk. An imp.
How much Sesame Street have you had to watch over the last since Witcher was born?
0.
Solid.
Solid.
Not that Sesame Street's bad or anything.
No.
It's kind of not.
He's into the Paw Patrol and the other stuff.
I didn't get a mount, but I did get 3 minions that I did not have, so...
Oh, nice.
That's something.
That is indeed something.
That man has a cone hat.
So do you. In case you needed some reminder.
What's that?
In case you needed a reminder.
A cone hat?
Yeah.
I don't have a cone hat.
Under your glamour, you do.
No, I have.
If you can't see it, it doesn't count.
I have a turban under my glamour.
Oh, do you mean a dunce cap?
No, I'm pretty sure I have the Thavnarian turban thing.
Mm-hmm. No, by cone hat, do you mean a dunce cap, like, thing?
I know, it's like metal and it looks like this. The guy that's standing next to Varshan is the one I was referring to. You speak so slowly, Vritra. Jeez Louise.
See how you speak when you're a couple millennia old.
I won't speak. I will refuse to speak any slower than I speak now. I want the outfit that lady and the aura in the back has.
As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together. So too do
I am returned.
Returned.
Look at that guy's thick lips. You know that's how he's a Rogadine.
But he's not wearing an animal head.
Good. Justinian, did you have a crush on Ysayle?
Yes, he did.
Oh, I forgot.
This is...
Yeah, they confirmed that.
Hey,
Yeah.
whoa! Why is this jerk off here?
Yep.
What other bags? A bit there.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Get lost, Fortnite. Be gone, Fortnite.
You have suffered dearly of late. Yet you must be beyond these losses.
There's some crumbs left.
Honestly, my least favorite thing about Fortnite is that someone made a parody about Fortnite to Estelle's American Boy.
No, isn't that the one that goes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say again, I must speak with your Satrap.
Oh,
Like,
let
that
me
is
guess.
honestly
Fortnite's
my
gonna be
least
a
favorite thing.
bugger about. I like Vritra going. We're all equal here.
Now we match.
Nice.
If I have given offense, then I apologize.
I have to get to the last rank to get the loot boxes.
There's an
Well,
affliction of
time to actually go do squadron stuff.
sewn into the carcass of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every
Yes, we already knew that. It's already happening in Ishgard and that other place, El Amigo.
centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Yeah, sure. Because I'm sure Vritra is going to be accepted everywhere else.
Escape this storm? What madness is this?
Thank you, random Ori person.
Tis by no means madness.
No, slap him. I don't like the way he turned around like all menacing like.
Umbral calamity. The true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag.
Yeah, we know.
But what of the Sylvan?
Also an ancient construct of ancient Hydaelyn.
Celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel, fashioned and maintained.
The fact that Aetherius has no moons is kind of spooky.
Will sail the heavens.
No natural moon. It's still a moon.
And by
You're right, but that just means that it has...
I speak not only of
It's not a planet. Sorry.
we mean to say
You need moons to be a
every man,
planet.
woman,
You need
and
satellites.
child, it is within our power
No, you
to
don't.
say.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
That's what
No,
they
you
said for
don't.
No, you
Pluto.
don't. Nope.
No, Pluto was removed because of its
Size.
size
It's a
and
dwar-
orbit angle.
Necessitated just
It's a dwarf planet.
and quickly, but
Yeah.
we can
It's too
and will
small.
escort you
It's too small, and its orbit wasn't congruous with the rest of the planets.
Yeah, they were saying it might have been one of like another planet's satellites after a while.
That wouldn't make sense, though.
Well, it would have like extended, left, like been gone too far.
Maybe.
Virtua's a Chad. Virtua's like, the dragons have already escaped their star. Can we please not leave a second one? I bet he's also like, the dragons are not going to be invited on your moon thing. I'm pretty sure.
It is for that very
The
reason
dragons
I
could get
come before
to the
you
moon
today
without any help, though, so...
to answer
Yeah, the
Dragons
dragons
will
can
just
do
come
what
in
they
and
want.
invade.
to offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though
Right, in this game, you can breathe in space. So you don't need to worry about anything except flying.
Well, the dragons can breathe in space. We can't.
We can yeah, we can breathe on the moon.
It's because the moon was designed to be able to be breathed on.
Yeah. There are life support systems.
Yeah.
That guy. I'm talking about that guy.
Yeah, that's the hat you have on if you unglamour your head.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I tell you no.
It is.
And I tell you yes. It's the one from the dungeon, right?
Pretty sure I have a turban on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do as you say, Master Vitra.
That guy's a synth for dragons, and I respect him greatly for it.
Razat Han in general is simp for dragons.
Radzahan sounds like paradise. Can I buy a house here?
Nope.
What's up, Nidana? Did you make an Final Days
You're still
canon?
here. What? Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on it.
She ran from one time to the next just to...
Are drained of their ether.
That's a really good question, Nidana.
They must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation when I tried to explain the essence which many
Ooh, I wonder what's on the party finder right
Oh, yes. That weird...
Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high.
Akasha.
An energy influenced solely by emotion.
So you think that the Akasha's messing things up? That makes a lot of sense.
In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the
Time to
beast
go into
with
1,000 miles.
vitality.
Wait.
Posit this as the mechanism.
So they live off Akasha, not ether.
Do you still have that flower?
Yes. I'm surprised I haven't pulled it out in the last 2 hours. What?
If we accept that it once shone
Oh, no.
by drawing
What part are
upon
you at?
Akasha, in
My flower.
Are you sure you don't want the white flower? Are you sure you don't want it to be a white flower now? Matt?
Yes, I don't care. It's gone. I think that's win. Let's get all this final day stuff going everywhere.
Oh my.
John, you know, if it was up to Selena, she'd just summon Bahamut to destroy the planet instead.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I bet we could just go to the center of the... Hear me out. Center of the planet. Boom. Mega flare that. Problem solved.
I think in canon, Selena doesn't have the Blessing of Light. She's just tempered by Bahamut. So the other primals can't temper her.
Imagine going into the Bahamut like raids and being like, I don't want to do this. He is daddy. We gotta kill him. But have you seen his booty though?
But what that booty do though?
Well, just clap that ass, just very hard.
What's Oh, we're matching. I see what you mean, but we're matching now.
All right, back to being a plague doctor. It's the end times.
We gonna die. La 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 la. No, it is not time to have a feast. It is time to kill God. Didn't we just have downtime? Come on, game. Oh, I don't get to do the feast, huh? Of course.
You never do. The Warrior of Light is promised a great many feasts. Never do they get to actually have one. Instead, we get takeout.
Taken, poisoned. Oh, you're right, though. I thought it was just a turban, but it's just ugly instead. I'm back with food. Void gets a feast.
I bought Subway earlier, and I got an extra sandwich so I would have something for dinner without having to cook.
I would like that. Subway sounds good. Who's cooking tonight? My mom? She's never gonna order that. Curses. There are no nearby ether currents.
You don't say! Hello.
Hi. All the work you wanted to get done today?
Not streaming, so and he's gonna get to a part soon that I'd like to see in person.
Radiant Host Soldier. Alright, let's see what our names are here. Supreme. Oh, cool. Remove the Aetheryte thing.
Reminds me, I'm gonna actually have to go into World Transfer soon.
Is that a Lightning Farron outfit? Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Lark Whitehorse. Edgelord Supreme. Not quite an anime character. Not quite. Ascani Dayspring. Okay, cool. Medley Silvorn. I feel like that's from Zelda, not an anime. Malatoal. A.Z. Sinclair. Bufus Mulus. Gorain Frostwing. Kokorona Shasharona. Okay. No one's squatting. I don't see naked Hrothgars. We're safe.
Man, it's a good thing you can't see my, It's a good thing you can't see my retainer then.
Oh dear. One naked Hrothgar.
Yes.
Carrot Stick. Okay, that mad respect for that name.
Get Fox to log on.
Oh no. We need 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Where are you? I still have an Orchestrion roll I've been meaning to give you. It's clogging up my inventory. It needs to go.
One space, Sam. Abyss.
Yeah, and listen, I have a lot of dies. My Chocobo saddlebag is almost all dies now. I need the space.
Or you could, sell some of those dies.
Never. Those are for glamour.
You're the one who looks like they walked through hell. Thanks.
Oops. I wasn't feeling it right now anyways. You're actually probably going to get to the section we're talking about this stream.
All round good egg? Oh, dude. What is this place? Why are you being suspicious, random person?
I can't get over that an actual official called you a good egg.
Right?
What?
Shirabot.
What?
That was the dialogue. Warrior of Light and all around good egg.
Champion of Eorzea, all around good egg, yeah.
Yeah.
What do I look like, a child?
But they forgot our most important title, Stealer of Pants.
What?
That is an actual title the Warrior of Light has, Dagan.
Don't you have that for one of the rogue missions?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't have that yet. So I am not.
Oh no, I don't mean like an official title. I mean like it's one of the things people know the Warrior of Light as. The Stealer of Pants.
I like these.
Is
I like
that
these
towards
salutes.
the end of the rogue missions? Because I'm still only like half done those.
I like
it's
these
one of
salutes
the
a lot.
last 2 soul crystals I still need to get.
Oh boy, everyone wants to talk to me.
Yup. But yeah, Abyss. I only have 2 more soul crystals.
That's a
left
nod!
to collect.
Oh, nice. I only have 2 more jobs to get to level 80. And then I can start getting them all to level 90.
I have
People need to stop
Pugilist.
asking me questions.
I have Pugilist at level 16, and I have Rogue at level 20.
I don't like Pugilist or Monkey as a class, honestly. I thought I'd love it because it's just very movemented, but it's too much.
I hate it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not a huge
gross.
fan of it, to be honest, so...
I'm leveling it because, like, I'm leveling everything. I want the Amaro mount, but, like, no.
Yeah,
yeah,
we're gonna
that's
have to do that
basically it.
too. Yuck.
I should change my title.
That guy looks like Hien if he had facial hair.
Perfect. The best title. The excruciatingly excited. That is accurate presently.
Oh yeah, that's my current title. It's from the title we get for going into the Citron once.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, we're gonna call them Sin Poopers. The blasphemies are the big boys, okay.
Yeah, I gotta go kill 5 more blasphemies once I get my levels up for those classes. I've only killed the caster one.
Oh boy.
Which
Oh,
is
this is remember the
4
role
more.
quest, yeah.
4 more blasphemies.
Oh, so that's what the role quests are, hunting down the blasphemies, gotcha.
Yep. Oh, you're right, I only have 4. Whatever.
It's 5 total.
Yes.
I've done 2 of them.
Oh, they're actively seeking me out in this one, unlike Shadowbringers where I had to look for somebody. That's because I actually have a reputation in this world.
Truth. I feel like...
I don't need to do the story, the role quest to do story content, right?
No.
No.
You don't have to.
They don't have they don't lock the story behind the role quests.
Okay.
For Endwalker.
That's exciting.
They are fun, though.
a reason to
They
level
are.
up my classes now. He actually sat. That's
Let's
great.
see. You're melee, so I'm not sure which one is the
the
melee
Levinson
one.
delegate by the looks of it. Since he's the
Linza?
only one that has a
Yeah, the Luminzen. So
I enjoyed going to Ishgard for mine.
I really liked. Mine was Gridania, so I was kind of really happy with that.
I like the Gridanian salute the most out of all the salutes we saw today. Just want to point that out. Maybe I'll switch my grand company.
But yeah, no, I've enjoyed both role quests I've done. Yeah.
I like that they didn't have to say, like, this is a new type. I want Kogane one. Okay. Alamigo. Okay. Well, let's see. Gridania is the healer, I assume.
No, Gridania is tank.
Oh, hello. Alamigo will be the caster. Healer. Oh, wow. Physical range DPS for Doma.
Yeah. But no, it's... The role quests for this one are basically, instead of matching you up to the person who... Like, matching you up to the role of your target, it's you're filling a position... You're filling the role that's needed to complete these quests.
That makes sense. That's neat. I mean, that's kind of what they did in Shadowbringers as well, because, like, the person you're hunting with isn't your role necessarily.
No, but the cardinal sin you're hunting matches your role.
Yeah. But these guys don't have classes, I assume, the blasphemies. So.
No, so you're filling the role of what's needed to hunt them.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone care about spoilers for role quests, or?
I do.
Okay.
Womp womp.
I mean, I only know the caster one. It's really interesting.
I can say I figured out the theme for the role quests, which it's obvious as soon as you do one, but it matches across multiple now that I've done more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the role quests are all related to the background of a character from that area that you've interacted with a lot. Which was really nice for the Gridania one. I was very happy.
Yeah, they were talking about a feast, and I see 3 people eating here. No, that's not true. Oh, no one cares about your father.
And shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread?
Yes.
As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
I'm honestly kind of surprised that Thavnir is the first place that got affected.
No one would survive.
Soon everyone. Oof. Thank you. I want that cup of water. Did you poison it though?
Here's your older friend.
Asking the real questions.
Still staring at it. It's been 4 expansions, Selena.
It's been 4 expansions. That was a very dramatic event, though.
No trust.
We know that she trusts food given to her by certain people.
Well, yes.
Well, yeah.
Is there something?
But not this random waitress.
It's like excuse me, you aren't my official taster.
No, my favorite thing is it's just no one's acknowledged it in the story yet.
Yeah. Shouts out to Alphino just not being invited to the cool kids table.
I mean,
Man, it's a very good thing you're streaming tonight, because I think if you do get to the area we're excited for, I don't think you'll want to leave right away.
Oh no. Also, shouts out to Estinian making his own cool kids table.
Estinian is the table.
What could be the significance?
Gets on all fours.
It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
He is a
Elpis is the name of the moon in Borderlands.
It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anadar. Another
What time are you ending this first stream?
5.
Okay. Yeah, you'll get there.
Graha, you got a bit of schmutz right here, right next to your nose, under your eyes. I'm gonna maybe wipe it away. You've had it for a while there. I didn't want to say anything.
I'm with Selena, but I do not see.
Oh, my chocobo barding will make sense to you now. I have the Zodiark barding on right.
What does he say
on
about
it.
a little bit? Yes, that's right. We did do that. He's not dead. Oh, you want to ask him? Oh boy. Whoa, we're going back to the first? That's I didn't expect that, but I guess it makes sense.
You're so close.
However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with.
Interesting.
We can no longer make.
So I'm gonna go talk to Elidibus. Give me the ritual. I can go talk to Rin. That'd be nice.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting.
We're totally not gonna be learning the first is safe. There's no way.
That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least.
Although, I mean, I guess
We're
it-
fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our
Hmm.
Where are you, Abyss?
In Ailmeg, doing some pixie tribe quests.
There's a
Leveling up.
Frothguard that's named Lucian A here. In,
Calm everyone,
It's
or else we will
Alistair.
nut before him. Oh god.
I found out someone else named their character Lucian Abyss somewhere else, and I'm like, how dare you? That's my name.
Identity theft is not a joke. That's right, that's another Office reference that Pyrus doesn't ever know where it comes from.
I've started naming my first characters on every data center in Worlds.
Lucian!
Abyss. Just to claim the name, because no, it's mine. How dare you?
Send yourself a letter in the mail.
So ends the brief respite.
Thanks, Hades.
Revelation. Yes. So much left for you to see.
Don't give me those smiles. I know things gonna go downhill. We just saw a baby almost die. We're only level 85 in the quest. What are you doing giving me those smiles, Thancred? Go home. Start tanking properly. Learn how to use ether again, you loser.
Just me.
That's so mean.
I'm sorry. I don't think it. I like Thancred. And I think that him not being able to use ether during dungeons is really cool.
I think I'll just go wait in the area I'm excited for
We
now.
need a more competent, ballsy narrator. We need a more competent merchant. My spirit vessel? What? No, you need that, don't you? No, wait, you
No, he
don't. That's
doesn't.
right. We got here already. The tower system's in the umbilicus? Who's talking about umbilicals?
The Umbilicus is the Exarch's chamber.
When was that ever mentioned?
It is.
Wow.
And has been.
That's wild.
I forgot to change my glamour first.
Ay, ay, ay. Bye, Graha. Your style has gotten a little worse since we left the first, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Speak with Lena. Ooh. Can I not? I have to go to Fort Job. I can fly in Fort Job, so that's fine. That's gonna be something. First time in the X pack, I'll be able to freaking fly. What's my phone at right now? 29%. You'll make it. Lakeland, I haven't been here in 5 years. I spent all day lifting chicken boxes yesterday, and if I tell you my biceps hurt, I can't even. Leo Alexanderson sounds like that character from Blaze Guilty Gear. But I don't remember his name, so. Also, Guilty Gear's not an anime. Remember when level 71 was high level? Pfft. Isolte. Why does Isolte sound familiar to me?
Isolte?
Yeah. I have returned indeed. It's actually like this. That's how you do the salute. I'm sorry, I did it wrong. To make a ball, like that, you know? That, not just... That's just... You're just hitting a whip there or something, or a whoa, I don't... As well as can be.
Or rather, the actual chamber is called the ocular. The umbilicus is one of the side chambers to the main one.
Ah, okay. Oh, they actually put scales on my feet. That's kind of neat.
Guess I should put my glamour on here. Glamour on as well.
Yep.
These mad lads. I'm gonna show up and they're gonna be dressed up all in like Halloween costumes.
By the way, you will get a glamour for this zone, just like how you got one for the wintry stuff, and you better frickin' put it on.
Oh no.
You are not required to put it on.
You better put it on.
Get mixed signals. Lol.
I demand it.
I gotta say, I am very much a fan of the fact that they put like scales everywhere on the aura like model, so that when you're wearing clothes that like show off your midriff, shoulders, and feet, which I'm pretty sure there's not. You aren't required to put it on, gun to your head. Oof. Technically, you could choose to die. Oh. Well, Reen knows what's up. Mm-hmm. Reen knows what's up. What about Gaia? Is she still relevant, or you guys just get rid of her story-wise?
They're vibing, okay? Let them vibe. Just in case people didn't do the raid.
Cabinet of Curiosity. Throw wide the grapes. What?
I will say this zone was much better around launch.
I mean better.
There's just something more lively about seeing everyone actually in the zone glamour.
Oh, is it a fest? No, we just... Throw wide the grapes twice. I'm scared now. Y'all have some kind of cult mentality going on.
Oh, there's Dakin. Hi, Dakin.
Hello.
I put my chocobo away.
I put my chocobo...
Yeah, I have 3 minutes left. He's not going to get here before it disappears.
Fair.
Throw away the gates.
Oh, you're wearing the clown makeup.
Yeah.
That's great.
I like it. I'm allowed to like
the
it.
The following event cannot be skipped.
Sure are.
What does that mean?
Not that you would want to skip it.
Well, no, but actually, it's pretty good that I can't skip it because if I do this.
Oh yeah, I got the minion from Don Meg.
Oh, nice.
The tiny Eshivor. He looks like a little artichoke.
It's a baby.
Is that the man of the long legs? Lord of long legs? Hello? Oh my god. It's the librarian and the Beklug.
Yeah. An Eshivor is it's a type of mammal,
Oh.
Yeah.
like a hedgehog and an echidna.
Oh. Void's like, I'm trying to get the glamour on.
Are you here yet?
Come on, Void.
And they're just talking to me. They're filling me in on what I missed since the last time I came here. Cool.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I liked that scene. It was pretty cute.
In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Who offered you the greatest struggle? What does that mean? This may come as a surprise, but
Quick, the developers need your input.
I'm gonna say Hades because I busted such a hard nut. I'm not done. Also, I think we wiped once to that fight.
We wiped more than once to Zodiark.
Yeah, but he's not in the list.
Oh, damn. The sky looking nice here right now.
There was an emotional issue with Hades, too. Like, I didn't want to beat him because he's Hades, you know?
I feel that.
No, yeah. It's fair skies right now, and it's like we're getting closer to dusk.
And it's like, yeah, it's getting close to sunset, so like you've got that pretty purpley into blue.
Yeah.
Who's next? Come on, show me all the NPCs. Let's go.
The pink layer is starting.
Yeah, I like it.
What
It's
other
pretty.
They're all
titles?
going to come from the
What?
same direction, because if that's the case, they're going to have a spook. Is that the Warrior of Darkness? The children! Rikitio. Do the races have the same naming conventions across both worlds? That's the question.
No.
Huh? No, they don't.
So what's the Makot?
Mistles.
Yeah. What are the naming conventions?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I don't know all of these things offhand. I know many things offhand, but not all of them.
Basically.
Choose his class. 3 expansions later, he's gonna be a grown man.
There's a magical feeling so right.
John, opinion: horns or no horns for this?
I took my horns off.
Yeah, I figured.
Like I didn't take them off. Like the glamour includes the Emperor's new hat.
Why would you even purchase that item?
Is it a real one?
You can just hide headgear.
Oh no, ash and dust.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't want to just hide headgear.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, that would be... I know who that is. There you go. It's the pixie.
You know what?
Wait.
That's right.
You're
your name's
right.
Phil Ul.
Red has out the correct minion. We should take out ours.
Oh boy. Positions you
boy.
too.
I mean, you're not wrong. Now it's just remembering where it is.
So small, so pink.
Oh, so Feo Ul knows what's going on.
Of course, Feo Ul knows what's going on. It's Feo Ul.
Oh, I finished the pixie quest, actually. That's pretty rad. No, I have one more. Finally, Reen, if you knew all the plebes I had to talk to before you arrived. I'm joking. All those characters are lovely. Also, calling Feo Ul a plebe is just asking to get smote. Goodbye, Lena.
Oh my god, look at our minions. They're just staring at each other. There he goes.
Oh, so she doesn't know what's happening, but she has the bad feeling. That's not a nod, Lucky. Never spoken with Heidelin. Uh-oh, Heidelin's getting weaker. I guess that means we won't have to fight her after all.
I like how we're all the excruciatingly excited.
So I have a bunch of maps for whenever we do that again.
The colors?
That's nice.
I've just been sending off sets of maps to Red in the meantime.
The world's ending.
I'm not sending him more than 4 sets, because that's the max you can actually carry.
Oh, there we go. This is the correct title for this, anyway.
That one seems a bit spoilery.
It's basically the title of the zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can't see it yet.
Fair.
You'll have to be here to see it.
You guys are even more sundered than we are, though. That's the problem, Rin.
This is true.
Oh, finally a new weapon.
It's only been like 2 streams since you got a new weapon.
What the heck? I got a weapon last time, too. Oh, title. Nice.
A title.
The title weapon coffer contains gear unequivocable by your current class/job. Manganese. Right, okay, I see how it is.
Oh, that's a Shiva weapon chest.
Oh, this is the cool one I wanted. Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
one that looks like bone?
Yeah. Hope upon a flower. Where's Gaia, huh? What, did she stop existing? Of course she did. She's not story. No one's sure that she's gonna be there, so they didn't put her in. Says there's an Ethernet here and I've been lied to. I'm actually really close to max level. Kind of spooky. Please don't text me when you're drunk. Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD, Space Jam DVD.
I just saw that.
Did you see the one where she actually like harmonizes with him?
Yeah.
It's so good. Space Jam DVD.
I just had to chug down my soda because I lost the cap and I'm afraid to put it down because my dog's tail is a weapon.
That's a mood. Can you imagine having that many copies of Space Jam for no reason?
Yeah.
Whoa, I can see everybody, except this is a flashback. Because everybody's not dressed properly. Put your clothes back on, Alphino. Your mom went to a lot of trouble to hear them. I could hear the gulping. Let's go to the umbilical cord. Hey, Elidibus! I know you're in here.
This is the actual technical name of the belly button, so...
I know. I know you're in here, you big nerd. Where's my freaking money? Am I gonna nod at the computer?
Dun dun.
Space Jam DVD. I also like the one where the guy like gives like a whole bunch of like fake names for medicine. Whoa, Elidibus, you're looking a little less crispy.
What title do I want right now?
Trying to figure out what mount I want to ride while we're here.
Oh yeah, Elidibus, Zodiark's dead, which means you are too in theory. You can thank Fandaniel for that.
No, this mount's too spoilery. That's too much.
The Warrior
I
of
know
Light.
exactly what mount I'm going to be doing.
The Warrior of Light explaining something in like 2 seconds by pantomiming was a shot in another game. I didn't want to die though. Also, they had spoilers, I was pretty sure. Yeah, you're right, Elidibus. It's almost like what you guys did, only put a band-aid on the situation.
I guess I'll do the expansion mount.
Shush! Don't. Hey! Steady! Hey! Hey! Hey!
Mine's.
Don't you be sniffing at the. No. Could we get a slight game dialogue increase for us in the back? Let's see if we can increase the game dialogue sound. Audio input capture, I think I would crank that up a little bit.
I do this not for
Better, Void?
I merely perform my duty.
This is the most appropriate mount for this.
They're both appropriate.
The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes.
Oh, Fandaniel came up with it himself and then he decided he'd just ruin everything. Nice.
Not
It's okay. I choose Segway.
but as I knew him.
Segway.
Fire Segway.
He
Segway
dedicated
on
himself to
fire.
Devising a countermeasure. Were it not
So,
for
yeah,
his
yeah,
knowledge
yeah,
of the
yeah.
Celestial, we would never have made the connection. And then
All I did was turn up the input capture, so if that's too loud, I won't be heard, but that's fine. We'll fix it later.
And though he
So I don't think I have
inherited
the
that
option to
noble
now. Okay.
soul, how different this last incarnation.
Ba 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 ba. What's an Elpis, Elidibus? It's a flower,
Yet
right?
I know it not as a flower.
A place.
A
Oh, so we're
place.
going to Elpis. We're going to the moon!
Testing facility.
What? When did you get that mount, Red? Oh, I'm jealous. I want it.
Is that the
Gimme.
Managarm?
Joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel.
Yeah, that's the Managarm.
Dog.
Their chief.
How get? Want.
He
Gold chocobo feathers?
Hermes.
Ah,
Yeah.
that requires me to recruit people.
Yeah. It's also how you get Twintania.
I want it.
I want Twintania.
That's pretty cool.
No, no, what
Hermes.
part?
I don't know why he's
The
Hermes, but
crystals
it's
tell
Hermes.
little of the lives the 14 led.
Oh, good. You learned his name.
I heard the nut and had the joint.
Aerial ruin has survived.
How to get Void to join a voice call.
I wasn't like looking at the screen, and then I was looking at like the game, and then all I hear is, oh, and then I look back and it's the name drop. Anyways, back out I go.
And the truth.
No.
Zoop.
My heart.
Gotta fight.
I think it was around here when I realized what the next zone was going to be, but I refused to believe it.
You must travel
Yeah.
to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
We're going back to real Amaroth.
Okay,
In
time to support the
glimpsing
penguins.
The Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also, which, having absorbed my empowered, as such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place. at
Excuse
that
me?
precise Moment.
We're going. Where?
Given the eons that must be traversed,
I had a feeling,
your
but I didn't think it was
less
true.
tangible still than those warriors of light I
That was me that entire time, because I'm like, what? No, how could they make that a whole zone? That's impossible. And then they did it, and I'm like,
none will be able to see.
Like, I had a feeling we'd go to actual Amaroth. No specifics. I didn't think, like...
Even should you
Hugh Hayden Christensen?
interact with others,
It's not
you will be
possible!
unable to affect
Or
meaningful
no,
change.
Luke Ham or Mark Hamill.
Yo, I learned Mark Hamill played a bunch
For
of
the
characters the
reality
other day,
you
and
wish
one of
to
them that I
say,
saw, I can't
the
remember. who it is.
reality to which you must
Joker?
return.
No, I knew he played
exists
Joker.
as a
Someone else.
result.
Someone else I was familiar with.
Cannot reshape the past to undo the
I feel like it's on
tragedies of
TikTok,
the
so I might have
present.
sent it to somebody, but I'm not 100% convinced.
You might have sent it to me. I will let you know in the future.
Will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Elidibus, you're basically me, so sure.
No.
Not. And there it is.
Very well.
Pop that cork
I shall
off. Let's
cast
go.
you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
A nut and a drink. Gotta love it. This guy's sending me to Timeless
Mine?
River.
Put the commands.
I'm sure that
First,
somewhere
you
there's a
must
cocktail.
reconfigure the systems that the tower's ether may be channeled.
The past. No, he can't just go to his modern laboratory. No, I guess we'd have to be... How can he send us... Okay, hang on. How can you send us so far back in time that the shattered world is still... You know?
he technically has a connection with this time and just simply used the power of the Crystal Tower.
That's
Which
whack.
is already established to be able to travel in time.
Complete whack. You guys are wearing robes,
It's
aren't
Crystal
you?
Power.
That's where the
Not the
robe
one
thing
that's
was. That's where the robe thing was. Mildly spoilery. Robes, Amaroshians, Asians, the whole lot of them. Everyone's wearing a robe.
Magic should consume every... Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this...
Okay, bye, Elidibus. I was nice to meet you. As
I've
not
come
observed.
back to say calm yourself. Jesus Christ.
No, don't calm yourself. We love it.
Why do you want me to be calm, Void?
No, I was just saying like you were going crazy there for a second.
It's the 4 shots, I think. It's starting to get a little warm.
4 shots.
It's gonna get worse.
Oh, this cutscene. Ah, one of my favorites.
Well,
One of my favorites this entire expansion.
I take my leave of you. Yours.
Why is this game so good?
Because this game understands what people... Because they actually understand and think about and give the people what they want.
You know what's wild about this, right?
The burden
People who play this game
and the salt.
unequivocally say it is amazing.
It falls to you now.
Yep.
Not like a lot of the other Final Fantasies, where people will debate it and prefer others over them. This one is 100% considered great across the board, no matter what. Sometimes you don't like a certain expansion, which you might argue is a separate game, but
That's the other thing, though, is there are no like objectively bad expansions in this game.
no, there's just Xenos. The more Xenos is present, the more annoying the expansion is.
I don't know. I don't find this expansion annoying.
Well, he hasn't been super present yet.
Um,
Yo, I'm just zipping through like the time stream. Holy cow. Hey, that's reminiscent of something, huh? Painted red and we're looking at the final days. That's interesting. I never would have guessed we were going back in time, not gonna lie.
Right? No, like, seriously, you get to the moon and you're like, well, okay, where the hell does the game go next? We're already at the moon.
Exactly.
And then they're like, well, why don't we just sprinkle in a little time travel? Let's do that. And it's like, you motherfuckers.
They said, how about we did time travel, dude? But the thing is that we already knew time travel was a possibility. We just didn't think we'd go back.
Right?
At least not this far.
There we were.
Oh, they're not all
the time
cloaked and
travel
stuff.
thing was a one-off.
Why? Why is it always...
Well, no, like there's the one-off with Alexander, then there's the
To paraphrase Indiana Jones, time travel.
Yeah,
Why
there's
is
the
it always
one-off with Alexander, and then there's the one-off with the proto-Alexander, which
Oh my god, you're finally gonna recognize the character
And then
that's
there's
in
all
our
the
group
Shadow
chat now.
Aetherite-like device. Does that mean I can't attune? Because Endwalker really likes preventing me from attuning things. There it is.
That one's actually not an Aetherite.
What happens if I try to attune? That's funny. Oh, sorry. I thought it was just a little thing you could do. No, it's part of the objectives. I'm kind of ghostly, though. Spooky.
God!
A little, sparse?
Did they want wireless charging?
Yeah, Aether's looking a little thin there.
Can't sprint.
Readily available at any old thing. I will be the happiest person on the planet.
Propylon. Okay, gotcha.
Until such time, I am the angriest person more to live.
Does that mean that La Habrea's thing is in here? Is in the past?
Huh? What do you mean?
The raid.
Oh, the raid? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Nice. Oh, so I'm one of the the phantoms as opposed to. I can't sprint, but I can draw my scythe.
Not like you can do anything with it.
I could. Dog, please. Oh my god. Why you gotta be like this? Dog! Steady. Shh. Daisy. No. No. Yeah. That's what I thought, dog.
And here we are, Elpis.
Elpis or Propylarion? I don't
Well,
understand.
how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Steady, stop sniffing the table, you dingus.
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Let me guess, that would be
You're welcome
Hermes.
to stay as
No, wait,
long
he already
as
be
you
here.
feel
Never
of
mind.
course. As a matter of procedure, however.
What? People
I
are
must
taking off
ask-
their masks? That's illegal.
Come.
Nah, no
Is
mask
this
here.
truly necessary?
That'll be
Surely you
Hades,
can
won't it?
tell who we are. Who you are, perhaps. But
This
I
is
am
why it's
far
one of
less
my favorite
infamous.
cutscenes in the game.
Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please.
Far less
do
infamous.
Your handsome face.
It stands to reason that Hades would be infamous if it is him. Yup. He's kind of hot, though. Whoa. So that would be Fandaniel, I guess. See it in his garbage-eating grin. Oh, no.
You're not wrong about the grin.
You're not wrong about the grin, but that's
not Fandaniel.
No, it is not.
I think
No, wait, it can't be him because he's in charge of the
Your
facility.
business.
Also, he's... Yeah.
I don't recognize the mask though.
You wouldn't.
Because it's just a basic one, right?
Oh.
Yep.
By the by, you see
The only unique masks are the Convocation of 14.
Yeah, which is why Hades has the red one.
Yes.
Look at me, Daddy!
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. I can hear the nut already. Oof.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistake.
Okay, hang
in it.
on.
The
Purple
colour of its
eyes.
soul is almost identical to
here.
Azem's. Do you suppose she created it?
Oh, by the way, there's an
unusual for
NPC called
familiar to have a
Sappho in
soul,
this
but-
zone, and I'm here for it.
Is she sapphic?
Sappho.
We don't know. Did we meet any of her friends?
Don't ask me.
No, but
All I
they
know
were
is that it's trouble.
roommates.
Double so if it's
Oh
her
my
slipping
god,
in.
they were roommates.
So let's leave it be. Come.
You're not one of the 14, so...
But no, John, like she doesn't have a side quest or anything. She's just an NPC over at the break area.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your.
Of course, we're
bounteous
canonically
reserves.
trouble. We're Azem.
Who do you
So
take
Azem would be the
for?
14th, whereas the 13 other are the Olympians.
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness.
Pretty much.
So,
Kind of, but yes.
Sorry. I wanted to make sure I didn't miss something. We are canonically trouble.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant.
Are you gonna flash me?
I like that. I like that Hades is somewhat salty that that actual Azem isn't here. Just the line of, if she wanted to be here, she would be. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. We're currently saving some grapes from a volcano.
I am several millennia
open
your
your
future.
eyes.
Please let me exist. I'm begging you.
No, it's just Hades is sulking because his man crush isn't here.
His man crush. Xenos.
Oh, there she is.
Hello, I just
She has
thank you.
loaded in.
She is
you even
loaded in.
adjusted its size.
Oh, am I mega sized?
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to
They
communicate.
adjusted for your size, yes.
I'm still shorter than them though.
How very
That's
thoughtful
why.
of
you-
you. And may I applaud your
That's
artful
because you're an
reinforcement.
aura. A female aura at that.
Without further ado, then.
If you are
Male
La-
or a
if you are
female?
Lala, they mentioned that you
I
didn't
am
get enough
Hythlodaeus,
ether.
Chief of the Bureau of the Architect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hythlodaeus. So you're the person I see. Okay. That makes sense.
And we
Sulpice
love him.
Is the most honourable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14.
Hythlodaeus is
Yeah.
the best character this entire expansion.
And how might
Yeah.
we address you, my new
He's
friend?
such a little shit.
But like, as
The
opposed
best kind.
to
We did see him
Daniel,
before the Zodiac
fine
fight.
he's a
name.
he's the good type of little
And I'm
shit.
pleased to see you understand our words.
I'm part of your soul. I know how you. Yeah.
So tell us, whence
Yeah.
Oh wait, the echo allows me to understand them more than
the
likely. Actually.
thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know?
John, I like how you and Josh are just standing in the wrong spot.
What brings you here?
I need to find Hermes.
She's over here.
Because we've been watching the stream.
Well now,
Wait.
same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle
Surround
for a
her.
familiar.
Oh
Surround.
no.
If she truly wished to be here, then she
There it
would
is.
be.
There's that line.
Right you are.
Right, you are.
My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see.
That's because
and
I'm
yours
literally
happens to resemble
8
that of a friend.
14ths of that soul.
And with your
Correct.
purpose matching our own besides, we jumped
Is
to
it
a
8 or
hasty
9?
conclusion.
It's 8. 'Cause
No, it's 9.
We are here to
No.
speak with Hermes,
Wait.
the chief.
Only
overseer
7 of the
this
worlds.
facility, which we
Actually,
also
technically,
need to
6 of the
support
shards
in order to gain
have
greater
rejoined.
insight into the man's work.
Though
7 shards have rejoined.
No, the void didn't rejoin.
There have been 7 calamities, though.
We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only
Each
to serve as
each umbral calamity corresponds to a
and
shard.
I should be happy to
corresponds
serve as
to a
yours as
separate
well.
rejoining.
So then we're
By
8
way
because
of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Plus the original.
plus the first, so 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So 9.
Wait. Are you suggesting
Oh, there we
that
go.
bring it
Void
along
has
on
the answer as
official
well.
business? This thing we know next to nothing about.
Y'all are really sus. These are like 2 D&D characters that went to a meeting and then saw something that the DM threw at them, and they just had to had that conversation for 15 minutes or more. And it's fun as a DM, but, but as the person who is the NPC, I don't know. I got better things to do. What if I'm another player character? Can we just move on?
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
What are you on about, Hythlodeus? How come no one else can see me? You guys can. Oh, because I'm connected to you two, probably.
No, they have. They can see Aether.
They have the ability to perceive
Welcome,
the
my
within
friend,
the
to
other.
the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge.
Except they aren't giving up their life force to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this place is wild looking.
Hythlodeus technically has stronger sight than Hades, but Hades can use it better because he's just better at magic.
This place is so pretty. Argus!
Hades is better at manipulating.
Hydaelyn?
Yeah.
This presence.
Close. But not quite.
Azum?
Also close, but not quite.
Help. Who's that? That would be Hermes, yeah?
He said Hydaelyn and then
That's not
Azum.
Hermes.
The answer to both is close, but not quite.
That's not Hermes, because Hermes is talking to Hermes? That's not Hermes, then. Who Hermes would be wearing robes, of course. You look like the turd face.
What secrets are you hiding,
I will tell you everything, dude, because I'm the one who kills you. In fact, if I tell you, maybe we'll be able to stop all the mess that happens later on. Bird girl. It's just a harpy. Whoa! Everyone's in a robe.
Yep. Totally just a harpy.
I like just... You laugh like a child, Void. It's hilarious. Tamer of steeds. Elpiferous. This place is beautiful. Just like most of this game. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're gonna help. Cool, nice, nice, yeah, epic. Thanks for the XP, dude. Oh, a question mark? Nice. That'll be the glamour probably. I am a child. Just a little bit the main conversation. Okay, so we go to Hermes. I like that they're not taking me around the whole place. There we go. You're winning your responsibility. You're not getting more ether out of me. Oof. You'd think he wouldn't. He's the way he screams. You think he wasn't a 9 bottomless font of ether. Yikes. Wow.
Yeah.
All the monsters here are butterflies and snake people. Nice. Let's go. Nope, I have to talk to Hythlodeus. So, do you think they do paradox rules where like you go back in time so they remember you in the present?
You'll find out.
I'd rather not answer that.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Someone dropped a freaking AoE on me.
Guys, you're rude.
Alright, we need to capture a Petalodai. These guys are kind of soft.
2 different types of Petalodai.
Both.
Epic. Okay. Cock.
Fine.
Why is the snake get involved? I didn't ask you, lizard dude. Oh no, please don't kill it. Selena. Selena, how could you? Quickly. Woo! It tried to kill me.
You'll definitely get to the dungeon today.
Oh! Yeah, well, I won't be able to do it though.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
well,
not this stream,
not this session, but like
Gotcha.
next stream.
Epic.
You ever wonder how much that our species has changed? If you had said you'll get to the dungeon today, a couple 100 or so years ago, that person would be terrified.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah. So our current minions are also story relevant.
Of course they are.
Look at our beautiful axolotls.
Oh yeah, the ones we saw upstairs. These guys are basically gods. I mean, hence the names, but.
I'd really love like an axolotl in real life, but they're like super delicate.
So
and they just like die.
They die, but they can regenerate like cut off limbs, which is absolutely interesting. But you're a familiar. Okay, sure. The question is whose. I will be Hades's. Azim's? Okay, cool. So Azim has an odd attitude. Noted.
Well, yeah.
Did Azim not trust drinks given to her by strangers as well?
You are you are nearly identical to Azim personality-wise, so however your character acts, that's how Azim acts.
That's great. Whoa! Level 87. What did I get?
So in Selena's case, Azim was obsessed with dragons.
The dragons that didn't exist yet? Azim just sitting at her desk. I got visions of these like really big lizards with wings. They spit fire. Sometimes they make like nukes. I gotta see them. Hades. Where'd they go? Where'd they come from? We gotta leave the star. I gotta find them. Hades is like, what the bloody hell are you on about?
What are y'all saying?
Azim probably would have made several concepts of such creatures.
Azim's the reason these things exist.
Maybe that's where those winged lizards on the first came from. The ones that kind of look like dragons but aren't.
They yeah. They have the weird name that I commented on.
Clearly, they're just Azim's creation.
Argos. Oh wait, I gotta put the glamour on, right?
Yes. Do you need crystals? I have crystals.
Can I make... I can't make... I was just gonna make a glamour plate, but I can't here because there's no in.
You can't here, so here, let me just... I'll give you a few.
I don't know that I don't. Hang on. I have 7, I'm good. Oh, okay. Alright, well I don't like... Wait, I'm being asked into a party for some reason. Where is my... I want to...
Yeah, Not sure where Dagon went.
One of my things was sent into...
I'm coming back.
It's called the Sophist? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Hang on a sec. Okay, I need to send it into my... Tortoiseshell discard. Okay, now I need to put it into my freaking armory chest. Place an armory chest, and then I can just cast glamour. Sophist. Sophist. There you go.
Would you like a particular color? I have a lot of dyes.
No, black's good.
Gotcha.
And Dagon's like, take this anyway.
Dagon,
oh,
get
okay.
in.
I'll take it.
Oh.
And then there's pants with this. Oh.
Dagon, get in.
There we go. Give me a moment.
No. Oh wait, I forgot.
Fine.
Hang on, Selena, I need to trade you something.
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting to give this to you.
Your Keshrine roll, yeah.
We got it when we were treasure hunting.
Nice.
We.
Okay, we got pants. Is it just pants, shoes, and cloak?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice. I like the way the hat fits with this.
They can stop it.
Oh, it comes with a mask, but it's not the right mask.
Well, no, you're supposed to be a familiar. Why would you get a red mask?
'Cause my person, I don't know what to say. Is it a person?
Hey, no. Your master gets the red mask, not you.
It only has 98 eyes.
Also, they did explain the reason why they don't wear masks on Elpis very often, fully.
Well, no, only the workers wear them. It's to help distinguish. Why are you going so slowly? Red, what is happening?
Red's taking us on a slow safari tour. Whoa, I can fly an Endwalker, oh my god. Oh, right there. I think he was checking where we had to go. Or he'll just pass
fair
by.
enough.
That's cool.
My faith in Red is now gone. I'm not riding this car anymore.
Oof. Agnagorosis, what a name.
I'll just ride my fire Segway.
I'm just having fun riding Grani.
Hermes. Not Hermes. Hythlodaeus.
I thought you said herpes for a second, and I'm like,
Hythlodaeus is the best.
Hythlodaeus is best character.
It's true.
Can't believe Hythlodaeus has the purple on purple. Oh, Hades. Oh, you haven't found one of the... What? I thought Hades would know the other 14, the other 13.
But yeah, Nat, do you recognize Hythlodaeus? Do you recognize that hair?
Yeah, it's the mom hair from anime.
No, you've seen him on the moon.
Zodiark?
Huh? I feel like I did see him, but yeah.
The character who was talking to Hades after Zodiark?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember now, kind of. Void already said it, he says.
You said in the chat. You didn't say nothing about Zodiark.
Hythlodaeus just doesn't want to search using ether.
Hey Fox, do you like my fire Segway?
Let me see. Oh shit! It's not even a Segway, it's a hoverboard.
Oh my
Basically.
god. Why are you Najah now?
It's just straight up a fucking hoverboard. Oh my god.
Lotion.
Someday we get hoverboards that actually hover.
It rubs the lotion in its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Huh?
I mean, that one actually hovers. Right, well, I'm gonna go up to
Crap, it's Link.
Lindsay's room, and I'm taking a break.
Axolotl.
Stream, and then once I'm done my stream, I'm gonna finish up.
Oh, you're not one of the 14 yet. That's the joke. Okay, gotcha.
No.
And whatever sends me back,
Your mom.
I'll keep in mind while doing my cleanup because
Whoa, the legs.
I have a lot of time.
Yep.
Still, it's already coming out a lot better. So.
You're different too.
So you
Just
were
looking-
created, I suppose.
Like, well, I mean, there's a reason why I sent it as my first rough. And either way, even though I don't...
I concur. She seems very pure.
It comes a completed rough, so...
Oh.
Okay.
Hooray!
I'm gonna go to go to the room, take a nap. I would do it here, but you're on the stream.
In like 25 minutes.
She
And
do
then
the
after that, I'm
telepath.
like, dude, and continue working until Matt streams again.
I wish only to hear your words.
Yeah, but I'm probably not going to get online for that.
Your thoughts.
I'll probably keep doing schoolwork, sadly.
I mean, it's probably a good
She
idea.
speaks more solidly in her head than she does out loud.
Yeah, no. I can get into.
Maybe she's not great at the language? Oh, does she have the echo? I assume that could be it, but then she would know. She can't have the echo, she'd have the... Okay, I'm gonna stop saying people have the echo, she can't have the echo. Gotcha.
Not every 2 seconds. Did they have the echo?
It's been a while.
Is this a tempered by Heidelin?
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others.
Hermes
who
is in
long
charge
to
of this facility, but is not on the council yet, and that's very interesting to me.
Yep, he is not Fan Daniel yet.
You are of the convocation.
Yes, he is. Take your mask off, loser.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
So Emmet Selk is the one who's gonna grant him his councilhood, huh?
You have traveled far for it.
What?
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity.
I'm not.
Would that I
If I
would have to
remember
rely
correctly,
upon
the
a guide.
convocation has no formal leader, but if there were to be one, it would be Elidibus, who's the ambassador.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Have I not ever been an attentive
Or
and
La
helpful friend?
Habrea, the speaker.
Yes.
But moving along to more agreeable company,
Those
this
are the
one
two
we chance
most
to-
likely to be considered the leaders. In terms of strength of magic, I believe the current Emmet Salk Hades is the most powerful on the convocation.
Well, you
Yes.
certainly have her attention.
In terms of sorcery, he is the
Is she one of
strongest.
yours, Hermes?
Phantom manipulation, La Habrea's got it.
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting
Meteon,
star.
why does that sound familiar to me?
It shouldn't. I don't think you've ever heard it
If I
before.
may make an observation, her ether
Well,
is terribly thin.
If I'm not mistaken, Meteon is Latin.
Nor do I believe you've
No.
made
That's
a
true.
mention to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing.
Oh, I still have so many side quests in Elpis, but I'm waiting
But rest assured, that I
to
will
level up
attend in person
some
ere
of
long.
my side classes
She has
when
fairy
doing
ether.
them.
Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate.
But I'm gonna
that
have a
you are
blast
accepted
doing
in your
these.
work.
Oh,
I shall look forward
I
to
look
your
at each
submission.
one and I'm like, oh, look, a little bubble of lore.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
What's up, my boy?
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes.
Oh,
Please wait in the main
apologies.
building yonder.
He's gonna get fired. Or promoted.
I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their home.
Fired.
What's wrong, Hermie?
The Nemastoma is missing.
I think I think it's kind of a lateral movement.
I may have found it. A creature with the
No.
same
No.
ether as those there.
I think the
Nestled in
convocation has
boughs of
both
a
has
tree.
more of both responsibility and
I
authority.
apologize for all the background noise.
You're saying they can climb?
Yeah, no, you should
Excuses for
apologize.
limbs?
It's not my fault.
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of
Not
flight. Ever since
me.
the words of Metron created a sky swimming
Doopity-doopity-doopity.
Metron, sky swimming fish. Are you referring to my boy?
But yeah, Aren't you
Yeah, the
glad
farmers
you have
too.
another stream tonight? so
Yes,
you
I
keep
am.
playing in this
They
area.
could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can
Yes,
come down
I
safely,
am.
however.
He's worried for the little dude.
We are sorry if you
What, John, do you remember exactly when we finished our first play session? I think it was some point in Garlemald, wasn't it?
Our first session?
Yeah.
We finished in
Split up.
Either
If you would be
Thavner or
so good as
Charlian,
to
because
assist
it's
her,
only like an hour.
Emmett
It's only a
Selkirk
couple
should
hours.
keep an eye on these
Oh, right.
horrible creations
Right.
in the meantime.
Void says Thavner.
You are right.
Yeah, it was Thavner. We finished with the Great Works.
But no, I know at one point we stopped in
haven't
Elpis
gotten
and we
up
were
yet?
like, and we were about to go insane.
Because it was right at the dungeon.
Yeah, it was right at the dungeon, and we were like, no.
Oh, I remember
we
you guys
need it.
mentioning that.
We
yeah.
don't need sleep. We need answers.
Bird of Elpis.
The track starts playing.
Look, there's an Embystoma. That's a flying horse.
Yeah, it's got 6 legs.
Sleipnir.
What, this?
Wow.
This is Grani.
Everything is under control, I trust.
Oh no, a bird of Elpis is after me.
I just noticed he was in the tree. You know, for a god of travelers, you're kind of trash. Meteon. I am a familiar of Azem. My name is Selena. I brought you an axolotl. He can fly, don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. We fixed it. We got him. Stop panicking. Cool. Was that level 86 quest? If you told me Hermes had a staff called Caduceus, I would say no duh. If you told me that staff is Meteon, I would also believe you. Anagrorsus. Mainly because of the wings on her head.
Yeah, Hermes specializes in avians.
Mm-hmm.
Birds.
I know.
Birds.
Bless
All the
the meeting area. Oh boy. I still have Reaper points? Okay. Get me the Aetheryte. I want to attune. Nice, it works. Elephant. Make mess of Elpis. Oh man, anytime I get to speak with Hades is a good time. You seen any good
This appears to be the place.
dramatic theater recently, Hades?
And here is
All right, bye, Void. Thanks for coming.
We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs.
I'm
Only
sure
select
I have
few may
no
be
idea
privy to
what
such
you're
knowledge,
talking
and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origin.
Don't worry about it, Hades. I can tell you where I'm from. The future.
What? Will I have to remove you by force?
You could try.
Oh, no, you see... Tara, that's no.
Yes.
No.
I'm sure your business with Hermes
No.
is quite pressing. You may speak with him
Alright,
to
I'm
your
gonna
heart's
turn off my
content.
mic.
After our...
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Hey, I'm part of Asm anyway, so shush.
But I believe she can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain...
Fair.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself. Do you hear?
Yeah, I mentioned there was a new channel point thing, so the first thing John did was start the drinking game. Before the stream even started.
Alright, well, enjoy the tequila rose.
I'm 4 shots in.
So,
We had a lot of chips.
it's finally happened.
It's like she walked in earlier and she didn't see the drinking game
Daniels
somehow.
declared his intention to step down and named you as his preferred successor.
Ah, there you go. Fan Daniel. We already knew this, though. This is not news to us.
In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving us
Next time, drinking game with straight tequila.
I am to use
I don't
my
have straight
impartial
tequila.
eye to take, and above all else, to ascertain your disposition.
Next
towards
time,
the
drinking game with absinthe.
Wow, y'all really want to kill me, huh?
I understand that you and Fandaniel are close. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose...
So Hermes already knew.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept.
Blark.
Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
Doge is quiet
No,
now.
it's not that. For a humble
Eh,
researcher
she's
like
still
myself,
standing
to
at
be
attention,
considered
but she's not
is an
barking
honor
anymore.
beyond words.
Turn hut.
No.
Cause she's
What
dumb.
troubles me.
Dumb
This does not
dog.
mean that he will return to the star.
Stupid.
Oh, so when they step down, they die?
They can
Of
die.
his own volition, yes.
Should they
Like
choose
so many
to.
others have before him.
Yikes.
Return to the
They
star.
don't have a limited lifespan.
Well, now.
Yeah, they die when
That's
they
not a
want
word I
to,
hear
and they
often.
feel like their job's done.
Is that we?
In Elpis, they say die? Wow.
Man.
In Elpis, everyone's not
is the
in.
life
Yeah.
of Atheris. Each in our finite time upon it, 'tis our
All the stuff we
duty
already
to make
kinda
it a
knew.
better place. That all who call it home now and to that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness.
This
a
game
peaceful
good.
paradise you
Good game.
to return to the star whence we came.
So when they choose to finish their lives, they just
choice
go,
embraced
okay, and
by
then they'll be
those who have
reincarnated
lived
as
their lives to
we
the
have known
fullest
already for a long
in
time.
service to our world.
And somehow, one random samurai found it hard to believe.
And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold.
I see.
Mayhap you feel yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time,
Interesting.
channeling the wealth of
Man, I love
experience
that our character basically knows so much about the actual afterlife at this point that they could just
I know of all
disrupt
this.
every
I do.
religion.
It's just
Be like, by the way, the
fathom why
the
someone
the
so
Yangshins
great
are
and
right.
wise
When you die, you
could
reincarnate.
still do so.
The Doman's like, what?
Gosetsu in shock. He's like, that's right, bitch. Go apologize to Sadu.
I know I requested your presence.
Alright, I'll take Meteon. It's fine.
Meteon is Bippy.
I was only here to be hired as a babysitter, I get it. Yes, we can go for a walk. Me and my axolotl. Dagon's fighting something because his tank stance is on.
Nah, his tank stance is just always on.
So Hades doesn't like the concept of death in general.
Technically, Hades' title does come with the fact that he does technically keep the gate of the underworld.
Yeah, I meant Hermes, but yeah, that's actually rad.
I just find it rad that they actually call the Ethereal Sea the underworld here.
That is pretty rad. To leave Meteon, okay, cool. I'm gonna try and finish this quest and then we can move on to the end of my stream tonight today.
Oh boy.
Discuss the Aetheryte. Anyone can use it to teleport anywhere, maybe not anywhere. You need teleporters and permission. Too bad. Memnon, as in Agamemnon, as in the worst turd bag in all of Greek history? No, I'm not sure that's accurate, but... Hey!
You reference to Memnosis.
He called me a beast. I'm offended.
Yeah, he says different things based on what your race is.
I figured, because he spoke of scales, so I assume he makes a mention of size when it comes to the smaller one.
Probably. If you're a here or an Elysian, they're basically just like, oh, you're a bit thin on the ether.
Nice. Oh wait, the Elysians, he doesn't mention the pointy ears. Interesting.
No, it doesn't mention the pointy ears for Elysian.
I can't remember what he says about it.
It's kind of a they mention the beast attributes like your ears. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing as the bunny boys.
I'm curious to know what they have to say about the Rothgar then. Because that's not just beast attributes.
He big.
Yeah. I just find it amusing that the ancients used the Elysian model with the here ears. And Hythlodaeus uses a male Viera model for the face.
We were told to find
because
this
he's
and
a
not...
pretty boy.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Hythlodaeus is beautiful.
But yeah, all of these names are very clearly inspired by ancient Greece.
Yeah. Can you stop, madam? No, that is not very ladylike. Stop that.
Are you implying that Terra somehow knows how to be ladylike?
No.
I don't think that's a creation you're aware of. Can you read me? Or is your... Yeah, you can speak to me. We already knew this, you did it earlier.
I kind of want Meteon's outfit.
I want the legs.
I kind of want whatever Meteon is to become a playable race.
That's a mood.
That'll never happen.
I know it'll never happen, but it doesn't stop me from wanting it, because, like, I want bird people. Don't you want bird people?
Harbor and affection. Oh.
So I thought they were not adding any more races once they had the female Hrothgar.
No, they're not.
I mean, I'm okay with that. It's not like it really
Until
matters.
the
That was a
fan
nod!
base
You know the rules!
demands it, that is. What's that?
Yep.
Oh, the character nodded.
Tequila Rose. Let's play. Spooky.
Pyromancer's on.
I think we should kill it. It's a little spooky and it doesn't have thoughts. I don't trust it.
Oh, the hornbill?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The stork has so many theories around it since Shadowbringers. Oh boy.
Rich
Yeah.
Campbell freaked out. when-
Apparently it's
when
been
Matt
around for
saw
a
it.
freaking long time, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did this. Alright, we're gonna end the stream here. So give me a second.
It's not a bad spot to end.
Yeah, I'm gonna deafen. We're right in front of the Ether, right? So, thank you to everyone who came by tonight. And today, we're gonna be continuing this at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Hopefully, gonna get to the dungeon as I'm being told it exists, and that it's the end of the drinking game for now. If anyone redeems it again this evening, I'm gonna have to keep going as long as my liver isn't killing me. I have water right here, so. So yeah, that's it. I hope the setup isn't too nasty right now. It's the best I could do, I think, with the rules. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a good one. Love you folks. And see you tonight at 10 p.m. with more Final Fantasy.